준비돼 있어요? 좀 이따 The House, please come to order. The committee is now officially in session. The session will begin by conducting a roll call. When the chair calls out the delegations in alphabetical order, please respond by raising the placard sign saying present or present and voting. Delegate of Chile. Delegate of Chile. Delegate of Chile. Delegate of Cote d'Ivoire.
Present.
Delegate of Finland.
Present.
Delegate of Iran.
Present.
Delegate of Jamaica.
Present.
Delegate of Kenya.
Present.
Delegate of Qatar.
Present.
Delegate of Russian Federation.
Present.
Delegate of Spain.
Present and voting.
Delegate of Sri Lanka.
Present.
Delegate of Turkmenistan.
Present and voting.
Delegate of Ukraine.
Present and voting.
Delegate of United Kingdom.
Present.
Delegate of Venezuela.
Present and voting.
The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF.
Present.
UN Women.
Present.
International Olympics Committee, IOC.
Present.
Republic of Korea. Republic of Korea. Republic of Korea. With 13 out of 14 delegates present, the committee has met the quorum. The session will now begin. At this point in time, are there any points or motions on the floor? Delegate of Finland, you've been recognized.
Motion to introduce draft resolution.
There has been a motion to introduce draft resolution 1. The motion to introduce draft resolution automatically passes without any voting procedure. Would one of the sponsors of this draft resolution please approach the podium and read out the operative clauses only? Operative clauses, there's no time. You now have the floor. We don't have time limit for operative clauses. No time limit.
Sorry. Regarding the safety guard part in promoting sports activities aimed at achieving the SDG, the following is urged. Regarding the gender equality part in promoting sports activities aimed at achieving the SDG, the following is urged. Regarding the anti-racism and anti-discrimination part in promoting sports activities aimed at achieving the SDG, the following is urged. Regarding the inclusion of people with disability part in promoting sports activities aimed at achieving the SDG, the following is urged. Regarding quality physical education part in promoting sports activities aimed at achieving the SDG, the following is urged. Regarding youth empowerment part in promoting sports activities aimed at achieving the SDG, the following is urged.
Thank you. The chair will now entertain 2 delegates for points of clarification. Are there any points of clarification in the committee? Seeing none, the committee will move into the authorship speech. The delegate is permitted to yield the remaining time to another delegate chair. You have 3 minutes.
The delegate of Finland would like to explain the first operated clause of the draft resolution regarding the safety guard. The delegate of Finland would like to first highlight the subclause A, which emphasizes the necessity for policy development that is considerate of the unique situational context found in the sports industry. This is self-explanatory, as there is not a lot of research in many nations which is specific to the sports industry and in discrimination. Moving on, creating and spreading frameworks for promotion of middle managerial roles based on the acknowledgement of values such as inclusivity, diversity, fairness, and moral consideration, and auditing mechanisms. Basically talk about social mobility for women or perhaps discriminated and marginalized groups. And in subclass C, suggesting governments to do better monitoring systems is to suggest best practices that can perhaps help support survivors and also hold bad actors accountable. Regarding the gender equality part, this delegate would like to see time to the delegates of Spain.
Regarding subclause A, it recognizes the importance of gender equality in sports. We believe that there should be equal opportunities granted to both men and women. Regarding subclause B, we suggest the implementation of crucial mechanisms in the topic of violence against women, as we believe is an important part of sports. Regarding subclause C, we call for an increase in female leadership, as there is a lack of representation in leadership roles, and we believe that their voices should also be heard and it not be just tokenism. Thank you.
Regarding the anti-racism and anti-discrimination parts, we condemn any form of discrimination based on whatever identity. We stress the importance of accessible sports opportunities for all and encourage the inclusion of diverse perspectives in leadership roles. In subclause 4, regarding the inclusion of people with disabilities, we recognize inclusion is an important target of the SDGs and its critical role of improving the quality of life of people with disabilities. We realize the need to improve sports infrastructure facilities for disabled. And finally, we also request the establishment of national level training programs for sports coaches. With subclause 5 for QPE, we call upon governments of the underdeveloped countries for supporting infrastructure development, not limited to school trainings. We request the public-private cooperation for the implementation of QPE at low sustainable costs in rural areas, which are particularly needing QPE. We urge cross-country partnerships between developed countries for the purpose of resource sharing. And we recommend educational institutions to survey students attending physical education to improve enjoyability and retainment of students. Finally, in clause operational clause 6, regarding youth empowerment, we recognize youth-driven policies where the youth can propose laws or communities initiatives where the best ideas voted on and potentially enacted by local governments. We emphasize the importance of mentorship and sports role models who can inspire and guide youth in sports and broader life paths. And finally, we suggest organizing regular competitions and tournaments to foster competitive spirit and showcase talent.
Thank you. The chair will now entertain two delegates for points of information. Any grammatical mistakes found during this session will immediately be incorporated into the draft resolution without a need for an amendment. Having said that, are there any points of clarification in the committee? Seeing none, the delegate may return to her seat. Before moving on to the limited speakers list for draft resolution 1, are there any points or motions on the floor? Seeing none, the chair would like to open up the limited speakers list. Please reminded that delegates may only discuss contents related to the draft resolution in this limited speakers list. The speaking time for the limited speakers list is 90 seconds, and the remaining time will be automatically yielded back to the chair. With that being said, delegates wishing to be added, please raise your placards high. Delegates wishing to speak, please raise your placards high. The chair highly encourages delegates to discuss on draft resolution 1. Delegate Finland, you've been recognized.
Delegate of Finland would like to congratulate all the committee for participating in this hard-written draft resolution. He'd like to especially highlight the safeguarding team's efforts in emphasizing the need for specific policy development that is unique to sports and for touching upon social mobility that may apply to all marginalized groups within the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegates wishing to speak, please raise your placards high. Delegates wishing to speak, please raise your placards high. Delegate of Jamaica, you've been recognized.
The delegation of Jamaica appreciate the collaborative works toward drafting this resolution and a call for action toward implementation of this resolution they have drafted here and there. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegate wishing to be added to the limited speakers list, please raise your placards high. Delegate of Ukraine, you've been recognized.
Thank you for your recognition. Delegate of Ukraine, appreciate all the delegate who worked on this draft resolution 1.1, and then that also includes all other countries in the UNESCO. Also, I hope the delegate of Ukraine hopes this works. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegate wishing to speak, please raise your placards high. Delegate of Finland, you've been recognized.
The Delegate of Finland would also like to applaud the inclusion of esports within the resolution, given the given the rapid rapid improvement of this industry and rapid growth of it. This signals to the inclusion and the lengths of the document has gone to include developing industries along with citing new potential for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegates wishing to be added to the limited speakers list, please raise your placards high. Delegate of Sri Lanka, Delegate of Turkmenistan, in that order. Delegate of Sri Lanka, you've been recognized.
Thank you very much for the recognition. And delegates of Sri Lanka appreciate the collaboration of all the delegates in this forum for developing this draft. And the delegates of Sri Lanka is wish to use these guidelines in the call for action in the Sustainable Development Goals Achievement Plan in Sri Lanka. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegate of Turkmenistan, you've been recognized.
Thank you for recognition. Delegate of Turkmenistan values the principles of peace, mutual respect, and shared prosperity. We believe that our collective efforts can lead to a brighter future. Thank you to all the delegates and countries.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegates wishing to speak, please raise your placards high. Seeing none, that concludes the limited speakers list. The Chair would like to remind delegates that either a moderated caucus or unmoderated caucus is permitted during this time. Moreover, once approved by the Chair, the author of the amendment may raise a motion to introduce it when the floor is open, and the committee will move on to introducing Amendment 1. Having said that, are there any points or motions on the floor? Delegate of Finland, you've been recognized.
Motion for an unmoderated caucus to make amendments for the total duration time of 10 minutes.
Thank you, Delegate. Are there any other points or motions on the floor? Seeing none, the committee will now move on to the voting procedure for moving on to the unmoderated caucus for the duration time 10 minutes for the purpose of drafting amendments. Delegates wishing to vote for the motion, please raise your placards high. With an overwhelming majority, the motion passes. The committee is now in an unmoderated caucus for the duration time of 10 minutes. The chair informs that amendment which has received the signatures from every sponsor of the draft resolution will be incorporated without any debate or voting procedure.
that what you should your country you want.
Under Chair's discretion, the unmoderated caucus will be extended to 5 minutes. You send a note. Send a note to the chairs. Like you can send them to now. Send it to us now. Whenever.
Honorary caucus will be extended 5 more minutes.
Delegates, some of the secretaries just give you some paper, which is just the vote for the Best Friendship Award. So you just keep it, and after the session is over, the secretary will come to you to take the vote. Okay? Make sure to take your paper. The session will be started after the chair just come back. So please make a little bit noise, please.
Yeah, that's post a name list, like a full name list on in the group chat. We on see see the full name. That's so. Do you try to pull that? Yeah. Maybe like post name Ricky Yoon and Anja's their last name on our group chat. Right.
Be a little bit quiet, please.
So as we check, only 4 amendments is just come, right? 4 amendments. Just all come from Spain. If there are other amendment is available, just skip to me. No, not this one.
What?
Amendments.
Who just give me an idea of changing SDG to SDGs? Whose idea?
Green.
Give me amendment. Write the amendment and give it to the chair. 확인 한 번만. It's okay. SDG는 이제 올 거고 세이프가드를 세이프할게. Think to support. 그러면 이거 하나만 코너 스포츠 이걸 살짝 이거는 행정각서 삭제. 이거 어멘드먼트 promote sports as means of empowerment as community. 이거는 어멘드먼트가 나는 생각 grammatical.
Delegate of Spain, the chair would like to notify that the amendment has approved by the chairs, and the delegate is free to raise a motion to introduce an amendment regarding Operative Clause 6, Clause 1, promote sports as a means of an empowerment and community building. At this point in time, are there any points or motions in the committee? Delegate of Spain, you've been recognized.
Motion to introduce amendments.
Thank you, Delegate. That motion is in order. There has been a motion to introduce Amendment 1 in Draft Resolution 1, and this motion automatically passes. Would the submitter of the amendment come up to the podium and read out the amendment? Delegate of Spain, you may read out the amendment.
The amendment that the one. The amendment that the delegate of Spain raised was to change in operational clause 1, safety guard to safeguarding.
Thank you, Delegate. The chair will entertain 2 points of clarifications. Are there any point of clarifications in the committee? Seeing none, the main submitter of the amendment may deliver an authorship speech for no more than 2 minutes. The remaining time will be yielded back to the chair. Seeing none, the chair will open up the limited speakers list for the Amendment 1. Delegates wishing to be added to the list, please raise your placards high. Delegates Jamaica, you've been recognized.
Thank you for the recognition. The delegation of Jamaica, having thorough look at the resolution we have the House have drafted, we were fully committed in sponsoring this resolution. Thank you.
Delegate, please note that the current limited speakers list is regarding the amendment, not the resolution. Delegates wishing to be added to the limited speakers list, please raise your placards high.
Point of parliamentary inquiry.
That is in order.
Could the chair restate the specific amendment that is being referred here?
The amendment states delete or incorporate subclause 1 in operative clause 6.
Okay.
Promote sports as a means of empowerment and community building. That being said, are there any points delegates wishing to speak? Please raise your placards high. Delegate Finland, you've been recognized.
The delegate of Spain would suggest that this clause could be deleted without impeding the actual purpose of the clause, which is for recognizing youth-driven policies. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegate wishing to speak, please raise your placards high. Delegates wishing to discuss on the amendment, please raise your placards high. Delegate Finland, you've been recognized.
The delegate of Finland would like to invite the writers of this sub-clause and ask for their opinions if striking this particular sub-clause would be agreeable.
Delegates wishing to speak, please raise your placards high. Delegate Spain, you've been recognized.
Since no one from the Youth Empowerment Group is speaking, the delegate of Spain would just like to suggest the deletion of this sub clause. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegate Jamaica, you've been recognized.
The delegate of Jamaica would like to speak in support of the clauses under youth empowerment. There are various ways of implementing youth empowerment. Sport is as a pathway to promote youth empowerment. It's crucial in building communities and foster thriving young youth population. So the delegate of Jamaica strongly believes we keep the clauses as it is. Thank you.
Delegate of Spain, you've been recognized.
The delegate of Spain believes that the formatting used in this operational clause is wrong and doesn't conform to the resolution writing guidelines. So the delegate of Spain either suggest the removal of the sub clause 1 or adding another sub clause or incorporating the sub clause 1 into sub clause A. Thank you.
Delegate wishing to speak, please raise your placards high. Delegate of Sri Lanka, you've been recognized.
Delegates of Sri Lanka also agree with the delegates of Jamaica because in our context, the subclause A1 is very important. So, according to the suggestions come from the delegates of Spain, we suggest to keep it as another main cause under the section 6.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegate wishing to speak, please raise your placards high. Delegate of Turkmenistan, you have the floor.
Thank you for your recognition. The delegate of Turkmenistan is also agrees with the delegate of Sri Lanka and delegate of Jamaica. because the sixth subclause I promotes sports as a means of empowerment and community building is a very important point for youth and sports. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegate of Finland, you've been recognized.
Delegate of Finland would like to ask for clarity on the subclause I's purpose. If promote sports as a means of empowerment and community building is the only subclause, does this mean that this is the main focus behind this subclause A, or does it mean that this is one of the particular areas of this subclause A?
Delegate of Spain, you've been recognized.
Delegate of Spain would like to clarify that Spain is not talking about the content of the sub-subclause, but rather the formatting. One sub-subclause is called the hanging clause, and it is improper formatting of a resolution drafting. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegates wishing to speak, please use your placard sign. Delegate of Jamaica, you've been recognized.
The delegate of Jamaica would like to address the comments by the delegation of Spain, and the delegate of Jamaica would like to ask a close collaboration in making it work for all of us here. Thank you.
Delegate of Spain, you've been recognized.
In response to the delegate of Jamaica, that is why the delegate of Spain either introduced to add one subclause or delete the one subclause or incorporate the subclause into the clause before. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Delegates wishing to speak, please raise your placard high. If the delegates believe that there has been a sufficient debate on Amendment 1, the Chair highly recommends the delegate to raise a motion to close the debate on Amendment 1. Delegate of Spain, you've been recognized.
Motion to close debate on Amendment 1.
That motion is in order. There has been a motion to close the debate on Amendment 1. A motion to close the debate will be in order, starting with having 2 speakers against the motion. Each delegate has a speaking time of 60 seconds. Delegates wishing to speak against this motion, please raise your placards high. Seeing none, the committee will now move on to the voting procedure. To close the debate, the committee requires a supermajority to pass the motion. Those wishing to vote for the motion, please raise your placards high. Those wishing to vote against this motion, please raise your placards high. Those wishing to abstain for this motion, please raise your placards high. The House will conduct a revote since not all delegates present have cast their votes. Those wishing to vote for this motion, please raise your placards high. With an overwhelming majority, the motion passes. Now, the committee will move directly on to voting for the amendment itself. The committee requires a supermajority to pass the amendment. Those wishing to vote for the amendment, please raise your placards high. Those wishing to vote against the amendment, please raise your placards high. Those wishing to abstain from voting, please raise your placards high. The House will conduct a revote since not all delegates have cast their votes. Those wishing to vote for the amendment, please raise your placards high. Those wishing to vote against the amendment, please raise your placards high. Those wishing to abstain from voting, please raise your placards high. With 7 votes for and 6 votes against, the amendment does not pass. Thank you. That concludes the voting for Amendment 1. Having said that, are there any points or motions on the floor? Seeing none, the Chair will open up a limited speakers list for the draft Resolution 1. Delegates wishing to speak, please raise your placards high. Delegates wishing to be added to the limited speakers list on Draft Resolution 1, please raise your placards high.
Point of parliamentary inquiry.
That is the order.
The delegate of Spain is confused as why this sub clause is still in the resolution as it is not correct formatting of resolution writing.
Since the amendment did not pass, there will be no changes made to the resolution. At this point in time, are there any delegates wishing to raise a motion or points? Are there any delegates wishing to be added to the limited speakers list? The chair highly encourages the delegates to discuss on the resolution. Under chair's discretion, the chair will adjourn the session for 3 minutes. 이거를 Delegates, the session will resume in 30 seconds. Spain just suggest this one to be to just erase, but you already passed. You already did the one. Huh? This one. Delegates, please return to your seat. Delegates, please return to your seat. There has been an amendment raised by the delegate of Ukraine to change SDG to SDGs. As this amendment addresses a grammatical error, it does not affect the contents of the draft resolution. It will be passed by the chair without the need for formal discussion and will be directly incorporated to the resolution. So every term SDG shall be changed to SDGs. There has been an amendment raised by the delegate of Spain to change safety guard to safeguarding in operative clause 1. As this amendment addresses a grammatical error, it does not affect the contents of the resolution. It will be passed by the chair without the need for formal discussion. Therefore, operative clause 1, safety guard, shall be changed to safeguarding. There has been an amendment raised by the delegate of Spain regarding operative clause 5. The contents shall be change disability to disabilities. Since this addresses grammatical error, it will be passed by the chair without the need for formal discussion. In operative clause 5, disability shall be changed to disabilities. At this point of time, are there any points or motions on the floor? Delegate of Jamaica, you have been recognized.
Thank you for the recognition. The delegation of Jamaica have consulted constructive meeting with delegation of Turkmenistan and delegation of Sri Lanka and delegation of Finland. We have come to understand
Delegate of Jamaica, please raise a motion or points.
I would like to the delegate of Jamaica would like to raise a motion to amend Article C subclause I.
Delegate, please send amendment to the chairs by note passing. At this point of time, are there any points or motions on the floor? Seeing none, the chair will open up a limited speakers list regarding draft resolution 1. Delegates wishing to be added to the list, please raise your placards high. Delegates wishing to discuss the resolution 1, please raise your placards high. Delegate of Spain, Delegate of Finland, in that order. Delegate of Spain, you've been recognized.
The delegation of Spain believes that there has been a consensus over the resolution and believes that there needs to be no further discussion. Thank you.
Delegate of Finland, you've been recognized.
Delegate of Finland likewise agrees with the delegate of Spain. Hammering out the details for operative clause 6 would be all that is left for this meeting.
Delegates wishing to be added to the list, please raise your placards high. Seeing none, the chair will close the limited speakers list. At this point in time, are there any points or motions on the floor? If the delegates believe that there has been a sufficient debate on the draft resolution 1 and there's no need for further amendments, the chair highly recommends the delegates to raise a motion to close the debate for resolution 1. At this point in time, are there any motions or points on the floor? Delegate of Finland, you've been recognized.
Motion for a moderate caucus for 3 minutes to allow the delegate of Jamaica to finish his amendment.
Thank you, Delegate. Under Chair's discretion, the motion will be in order without further voting. 이거 다 반영. 이게 무슨 뜻이야? Delegate of Jamaica, please approach the chair.
Delegate of Spain, can you just come in front of the chair to explain this?
We're in agreement with Sri Lanka, Turkmenistan, including Spain.
So did all the sponsors agree? Did all the sponsors agree? So if not, we have to debate. Okay. Okay. Clause 6, subclause A, subclause 1. 그 promoting 그거를 subclause B로 바꾸고 나 A, B, C, D 4개는 안 돼. 이거를 B조 아니 A, B, C, D 4개 나오도록 subclause를 아 Okay. Delegates, please return to your seat. Delegate of Jamaica, the chair would like to notify that the amendment has been approved by the chairs, and the delegate is free to raise a motion to introduce an amendment. At this point in time, are there any points or motions on the floor? Delegate of Spain, you've been recognized.
Motion to raise an amendment.
Since the amendment was raised by the delegate of Jamaica, delegate of Spain cannot raise an amendment. Are there any points or motions on the floor? Delegate of Jamaica, you've been recognized.
Jamaica. Oh, the delegation of Jamaica would like to call a motion to introduce the amendment that made under subsection of youth empowerment.
Thank you, Delegate. That motion is in order. There has been a motion to introduce Amendment 2 in Draft Resolution 1, and this motion automatically passes. The Chair would like to inform the delegates that this amendment is a friendly amendment which has received the signatures from every sponsor of the Draft Resolution 1. Means that the amendment will be automatically be incorporated into Draft Resolution 1 without any debate or voting procedure. Therefore, the Chair states that in Operative Clause 6, Subclause A, Subclause I, promote sports as a mean to empowerment and community building shall be changed to Operative Clause 6, Subclause B. At this point in time, are there any points or motions on the floor? Delegate Finland, you've been recognized.
Motion to close debate on Resolution 1. Draft Resolution 1.
Thank you, Delegate. That motion is in order. There has been a motion to close the debate on Resolution 1. A motion to close the debate will be in our... Chair stands corrected. Delegate of Spain, due to time constraints, the amendment shall be not passed. There has been a motion to close the debate for Resolution 1. A motion to close the debate will be in order starting with having 2 speakers against the motion. Delegates wishing to speak against this motion, please raise your placards high. Seeing none, the committee will now move on to the voting procedure for the motion to close the debate for Resolution 1. To close the debate, the committee requires a supermajority to pass the motion. Those wishing to vote for this motion, please raise your placards high. With a unanimous vote, the motion passes. The committee will move directly on to the voting for Resolution 1. The committee requires a supermajority to pass the resolution. Delegates wishing to vote for the resolution, please raise your placards high. With a unanimous vote, the resolution passes. Clapping is in order. At this point of time, are there any points or motions on the floor? Delegate of Jamaica, you've been recognized.
Oh, thank you for the recognition. The delegation of Jamaica would like, delegation of Jamaica want to be sponsor of this resolution. Thank you.
Delegates, please raise a motion or points.
I remain corrected. Delegation of Jamaica would like to raise a motion to be full sponsor of the resolution. Thank you.
That is not in order since it rules outside the rules of procedure. At this point of time, are there any points or motions on the floor? Delegate Finland, you've been recognized.
Motion to adjourn the meeting until the next year's conference.
Thank you, Delegate. There has been a motion to adjourn the meeting. Those wishing to vote for this motion, please raise your placards high. With a unanimous vote, the motion passes. The meeting is now adjourned.
그리고 이거 왜 건드는지 모르겠어. 항목 하나 건들면 안 되는 걸 알면서도. 아니, 근데 앞뒤가 부족하긴 했다. 아씨.
me spend a little time until my Secretary General comes. And also, we decided the award is like in the last minute, so we're still printing out the certificate and so on. So that's the reason of the delay, and I think you enjoyed a lot with the taking pictures. So that's fair enough. So today's closing ceremony, we'll start with we will hear from uh, UNESCO side for the review, and then there will be closing remarks from Secretary General, and then we will award in a category by category. And due to time, the time constraint, it won't be available to give each one of you invite your certificate. Just awardees I will invite, but surely, as you can see, it's ready over there. And then for the awardees, just reminder, I have prepared some gift. So when you receive gift, please do sign, okay? I don't want there's inspectors come and they think like I steal your gift, and that's not the best case scenario for my career. Don't like this volume. Let me just go briefly check microphone myself because I'm the only one who can handle this concert. Okay, so there has been some delay, but thank you again. Now we'd like to start the closing ceremony for the 2024 ICM Model UNESCO conference. And first of all, I would like to hear the review and comments from the people far away from Paris. And I think I can only invite one person. Please welcome Nancy with a big round of applause.
Thank you so much. Dear Secretary General, ICM team, and of course participants, it has been such a pleasure for us to be here at the Model UNESCO. It's an incredible honor for Drake and I to be the first UNESCO representatives to travel from Paris to the ICM Center of Martial Arts since its founding. I want to express deep gratitude to the Secretary General and his team. I want to express gratitude to all of the ICE team colleagues that have been here over the last days for your time, for your energy, and for your engagement. And of course, a special debt of gratitude to Mr. Cho. Can we just give him a big round of applause? Still running, even during the closing ceremony. So at UNESCO, we think there's tremendous value in the programs that you run here at ICM. We see a lot of opportunities to work together to strengthen the synergies between the work that the center does, programs like this and others that some of you have been involved in, and the activities of our Fit for Life sports flagship. It's for this reason we're very pleased to have welcomed ICM into UNESCO's Global Alliance of Fit for Life. And we're excited to see how we can expand this cooperation and engagement over the coming years. Now moving to you, the magnificent participants. It's been such a privilege to get to know you and to work with you over the last days. And I want to stop and everyone give themselves a big round of applause. You've worked so hard, so hard. Really, honestly, it's inspiring for Drake and I to come and to listen to your ideas, see your creativity, and to see your passion. Keep going in that direction. You've achieved a lot in the last days. We have a lot to solve in the world. There's still many, many issues that we're facing. And I think that you have the energy, the creativity, and the commitment to make a real tangible contribution to enhancing sustainable development. So you should be sincerely proud of yourself. At UNESCO, we see young people as central agents of change. And we want to do more to support the connection of your agendas and your voices with policy outcomes. We hope that you continue to raise your voices and to continue to advocate in your communities and with your policymakers. Make your ideas and your suggestions heard, and institutions like ICM and UNESCO are here to support you. Thank you sincerely for your participation, your enthusiasm, and your dedication. We wish you every success as you continue on this journey, and we look forward to hearing about the many great things that you're going to achieve along the way. Thank you so much.
Okay. Still the award certificate is in printing, so I don't know how much it will take, but still, uh, okay. Now I'd like to invite my boss, Secretary General, to the stage and hear his closing remarks. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. 나옵니다. 네. 나옵니다.
안녕하십니까. 첫날 인사드렸던 사무총장입니다. 여러분, 지난 4일간 수고 많으셨습니다.
Good morning, everyone. This is Secretary General again, and I really appreciate your hard work for the last 4 days.
먼저 회의 준비를 가정부터 마칠 때까지 적극적으로 참여하고 노력을 해주신 데 대해 고맙다는 말씀입니다.
First of all, I'd like to deliver my sincerest gratitude for your unwavering support and efforts for the successful conference this year.
여러분들이 열심히 프로그램을 만들어낸 우수한 결과물은 센터와 유네스코가 피플라이프 사업을 취하는데 많은 참고가 될 것입니다.
The outstanding outcome came from this conference will be a great source of inspiration both for the center and the UNESCO in the course of pursuing the goal of FIFA Life.
올해는 특히 유네스코 국가 파트너십을 통해 역량 강화 목적도 새로운 프로그램을 도입하였습니다. 내년에부터 다양하고 배신 프로그램으로 더욱 발전된 모의 유네스코 일을 선보일 수 있도록 노력하겠습니다.
This year, ICM has updated its model conferences program, including the capacity building workshop organized by our colleagues from UNESCO. And ICM looks forward to having a better and improved version of a model UNESCO conference in coming years.
이번 모의 유네스코 회의는 오늘로 마무리했지만 여러분께서 센터에 대한 지속적인 관심과 응원을 보내주신다면 우리에게는 큰 힘이 될 것입니다. 여러분의 많은 관심과 응원 부탁드립니다.
So this is the last day of the 2024 ICM Model UNESCO conference, but your continuous support and help will be a great asset for the center. Again, I really hope that all of you like this program and then continue your support in coming years.
아픈 사람 없이 건강하게 일정을 마무리해드리고 그게 생각합니다. 또한 멀리 파리에서 와서 내용을 알차게 끝내주신 유네스코 네스트 유니언은 드레이비 스페스토스 올해 다시 심사위원 흡수되신 이원재 교수님께도 인사를 드려 감사의 말씀드립니다.
Last but foremost, I'm very delighted that we don't have any people with seriously injured, like any incident or nothing happened. So that's the best part of the conference. And especially, I'd like to deliver my heartfelt gratitude to Nancy and Drake for coming all the way from Paris to here, and also to Professor Lee Won-jae, who has been working as a judge for several years and continued his effort to support this conference this year. Thank you. Yeah, as you see, the award certificate hasn't come yet. So I have to figure out. Maybe I will just announce the result, and then later when it comes, maybe all the award winners take picture with Secretary General and Nancy and Drake and Professor Lee. So first, I'd like to announce the winning groups, two winning groups. One is best and second is outstanding groups for research. The second place for subtopic research goes to the group inclusion of disabled people with disabilities. Yeah, you don't need to come up now. I have nothing to give you. Just like, we share the result and I will invite you later or you guys will take picture. And the first place goes to safeguarding. And now I move to the category of position paper. We're supposed to select one outstanding position paper, but decide to select two because they deserve. So there are two teams winning outstanding position papers are Sri Lanka and United Kingdom. And the position paper, I would like to remind you, there's some teams with great content, a slight room to improve in terms of language. But as this is a conference, it's not competition, I say competition. So we're focusing more on the content, especially solution or suggestion part. So in that sense, a lot of judges and people mentioned that they're most hardworking in terms of preparation and contribution. The best position paper, the power of content, goes to Kenya. Now the award for outstanding and best delegation. And before that, no, I will announce the last one. So two outstanding delegation. The first outstanding delegation is Jamaica. And the second outstanding delegation, you cycles, goes to España, Spain. Now I announce the best delegate. The best delegate goes to Finland. I have actually hidden category of I should say honorable mention because I know like this team distribution. Some of you made your own team. Some of you had to have like a teammate, and sometimes it didn't work, or like sometimes some unfortunate circumstances prevented them from coming here. So upon my consultation with all the judges, I chose honorable mentions. I say extraordinary contribution. as an individual goes to Ukraine. And now I think it's award category which is selected by you, by your vote. So 3 people of best friendship. So best French people may need to share their prize with other people to show their best friendship again and again. And best friendship goes to 3 people. I'll just like name them in a row, okay? Ayaka, Ricky, and Ketachi. So from now on, I will do it like this. Actually, we have all the hours, but like finding everybody with that, it's slightly difficult. But just I want to invite all the award winners on the stage. We take a picture and then we share the certificate with you, and then you may freely take the extra picture over here. Okay. So I would like to invite all the award winners on the stage and invite Secretary General, and they will take a group picture together. And Nancy, Drake, purposely come on. After the picture, you can pick your award certificate there. Ayaka, your award is in printing. I will send you later, okay? And for your reminder, we'll take one group photo, big group photo after this. I will invite everybody, including myself.
More friendly. It's me. Get well. Going in. 1, 2.
Big smile.
Big smile.
Other pose. Oh. Freestyle.
Great.
Everybody stay. Everybody. Lovely.
You can go. 1.
Okay, guys, focus.
Are you serious?
Serious. Always serious.
Business smile. Not serious. Smile.
3, 2, 1. Okay, and 1. Smile. One side control. 3, 2, 1. All looking fine. 3, 2. 3, 2, 1. Okay. If you want, I will sign both whatever. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So this is the end of the ceremony, but now I'm gonna call your name.